What's going on, everyone? Jake Boone here with Apocalypse Movies, and I am joined again today by Brian Avellino, and we are here to do a spoiler review of the new Alex Garland film, Annihilation. The Natalie Portman, Tessa Thompson, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Gina Rodriguez, and I forget the name of the fifth girl in the movie, but this is a sci-fi thriller, wacky, weird, almost horror type movie. It's got a whole bunch of different vibes to it.
I would definitely say kind of horror.
Yeah, there were some parts in this movie that were pretty horror. But yeah, this is the follow up of Alex Garland to his Ex Machina, the 2015 phenomenon that pretty much swept everyone away. And this one is definitely a different type of film.
Yeah.
It's based on a book, and I forget the name of the author. I think it's like James Vander something. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that both of us were looking forward to this movie.
Yeah,
the trailers looked really cool.
I love the sound.
The score of the film is really cool, but this film took a completely different turn. This is really weird. The trailers showed off nothing in comparison to what it actually is, but I enjoyed it personally. Mm-hmm. Brian, on the other hand, maybe not so much.
Not so much.
What was it about Annihilation? And again, this is spoilers, so what was it about Annihilation that you didn't like so much?
It's just not my type of movie. I don't like movies that have a deeper meaning that you later have to go on the internet and figure out, and that's exactly what this is.
Yeah.
I didn't see Mother. You said it was different than Mother, but it sounded like the same type of
complexity.
I like a beginning, a middle, and end, and this was just, there was that beginning, middle, and end, but it was just all over the place for me. It was just weird. It was a weird movie.
So would you say, I think there was part of this movie that you had bought into to a certain point. Would you say that it was the part where the bear hybrid screaming the woman's voice kind of made you think otherwise?
No, I was kind of checking out a little bit before that, just because I was kind of like, what is going on? This is so above me. It's super complex.
Well, it's very science based. So right before the whole animal hybrid thing I'm talking about, basically you go inside this shimmer and everything changes. And before they meet this bear, there's a crocodile shark hybrid, which it's a crocodile.
That was dope.
And it has shark teeth and a mouth and everything. It's gigantic.
Yeah.
But then they meet this bear animal type thing that has this skull face, and it actually imitates the voice of that it kills. And it most recently killed one of its members, one of the girls, and it had her scream to it. And that's the horror part of the movie that we're kind of talking about.
It was horrible.
But right before this, they started talking about cells and DNA and copying our
biology
body.
class.
Yeah, and I for one enjoyed it because it went deep. It was much more complex, and it made you think. My mind never stopped going.
Yeah.
And so, I for one enjoy that personally, but I totally understand where he's coming from because you need to know what they're talking about to really get an understanding of what's going on.
Because I believe you said the whole movie ends up being
it's about cancer.
About cancer.
Yeah.
I would have kind of liked to known that a little bit beforehand. I don't think it would have changed my opinion very much, but I think I would have looked at it a different way. And I've heard a lot of people saying it changes when you see it a second time.
Yeah, because now you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and you know what they're kind of getting about. But it is a very science-based movie, science fiction. They make it very clear that Natalie Portman is big on cell biology, and the shimmer reflects it, and that's what's changing everything on the inside. Visually, the movie's amazing.
It's incredible.
It's
awesome.
I could just watch visually. The plot for me just wasn't. It was weird. The ending
was that. Yeah. Well, let's get to the ending a little bit. I guess this is it goes full alien.
Alien.
The shimmer is basically an alien
dome.
Yeah, just a big dome. It's some kind of being basically that's covering this landmass and is kind of just stretching as it goes. But it's in the center of a lighthouse, which is where it first hit.
Yeah.
And they meet this being that imitates Natalie Portman. And it's basically her fighting herself.
Yeah.
A metallic version of herself.
It's mimicking.
Yes.
It's trying to learn what she's
doing. It's learning,
doing.
exactly. And so That's definitely, I think that almost like 10 Cloverfield Lane a few years ago, which you haven't seen yet.
Yeah, no.
The ending kind of like, the movie is so good to a certain point, and then the ending is like,
What?
exactly. And so that may be where people are kind of like differing in one way or another. But personally, like it may have been a little too out there for me, but I enjoyed it because it took the unique risks that a lot of movies these days don't.
I think that part lasted too long.
It did take on for a while.
It was like 7, maybe close to 10 minutes that they're just mimicking each other, and you're like, okay, you're gonna do something, and then obviously she uses the not flashbang, but whatever.
It's pretty much it's like a grenade.
Yeah, it's a grenade and ends up lighting it on fire, and it destroys the whole lighthouse.
Well, the whole idea behind their mission is to learn about the Shimmer, like to get answers.
Yeah.
And so we get to this lighthouse, and the entire time we think something's gonna happen to Natalie Portman because we just saw Jennifer Jason Leigh basically blow up.
I thought for sure she was getting out. Like, the whole entire time I was
certain. Well, we knew that she was getting out because of the interrogation scenes that were going on, but
I thought they were going to absorb.
See, so we were all waiting for something to happen, but then Natalie Portman has that great line at the end where she's saying, "It didn't attack me. I swung at it, and it mimicked me, so it hit me." It was never a violent being that was trying to kill everyone. Just where it came from and what it was doing happened to do so.
Nothing. The alien was not a violent alien. Everything that was killer was because of the mutation.
And they were talking about it as the movie goes on, but it's, you either die in here or you go crazy enough to kill each other. It was ourselves that ended up killing each other.
Yeah. So
that's kind of what the movie is about, how cancer is within us. It's not outside stuff. It's based on cancer, and it kind of teases that through the movie with Ventress's character having cancer. But yeah, I mean, there are definitely bad things about this movie. There are definitely good things about this movie. The good far outweighs the bad. For him, the bad far outweighs the good. For me, because I've watched old school science fiction movies, I got serious Stanley Kubrick vibes from this movie. Like 2001 Space Odyssey type movies.
That's okay. I got that a little bit too. I was like Invasion of the Body Snatcher. I was
just the complexity and like how deep it was going and like how almost real it felt.
Yeah. I literally felt that same.
It was old school science fiction, and that's why I enjoyed it so much. So for a score, I would probably give Annihilation an 8.5 out of 10.
Jesus.
I know it's low.
Low.
Low in comparison to my anticipation. Remember, this is one of my most anticipated movies of the year.
I thought you were gonna go at like a 6.
No, not at all. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10 because I enjoyed. Like, I took the past couple days to kind of just like think about it and really think about what I was watching and understanding. And like you said, I might watch it a second time, and I might like it even more, or I might even like it less. But as of right now, I'm sticking to that 8.5 out of 10.
I don't even know if I should grade it.
Just because you want to watch it a second time?
No, I don't even want to watch it a second time. It's just not my type of movie. If I was to grade it, just out of I'd give it like a 3. But that's just
let's not grade it.
That's just me. That's just it's not my type of movie. But visually, blew me away.
Yeah.
So I'll just pass on it.
All right. Well, there's our spoiler review of Annihilation, the new Alex Garland film. Opinions are opinions. Film is all speculative. So go check out this movie. It is. If you want a mind trip, if you want something that's going to make you think and you're going to be thinking about it for a long time, go see this movie. It is completely different from anything else out in theaters right now. And it's going to be for a while because there's all kinds of blockbusters. This is a type of movie that basically just counters it 100%. I am Jake. That is Brian. Thank you guys for joining us today. Until next time, see you later.